Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my tattoo story. I thought this would be a fun video to do. I've seen some of these go around. I only have 3, so we won't be here forever and a day, but I did want to share my tattoos, maybe show some pictures of when they were first done and what they look like now. Let's go ahead and get started. First tattoo that I ever got was on my stomach, and it is of a butterfly. I got this tattoo on January 24th of 2004, so it is a 15-year-old tattoo. I had wanted a tattoo for a very long time before I ever got this tattoo, like years before I even got this tattoo. And I called my sister because my sister has some tattoos as well, and I asked her advice on where to get my tattoo. And she told me anywhere like your chest, your tummy, anywhere that there's fat and not a lot of bone would probably be the most comfortable place to get a tattoo, just because when it gets close to a bone it hurts. I chose the butterfly for 3 reasons. The first reason being that I have a genetic disorder called Turner syndrome, and the Turner Syndrome Society calls its members girls that have Turner syndrome butterflies. And so that is reason number 1. The second reason that I chose a butterfly is because of Queen. I love Queen, and I love the song The Show Must Go On. It's my favorite song of theirs by far. I love it. I will link it down below so that y'all can hear it if you've never listened to it. It's an amazing song. However, my favorite part of the song is the lyrics that are, "My soul is painted like the wings of butterflies." It has always resonated with me. I've always loved that line. It's amazing, amazing imagery. And so that is reason number 2 that I have a butterfly on my tummy, and the reason number 3 is it was just pretty. I mean, let's be real here. It was pretty, okay? It was pretty, and I liked it, and it was a butterfly, and I thought, this is perfect. I have Turner syndrome. The show must go on with my soul being painted like the wings of butterflies, and I was like, done. That was the story behind tattoo number 1. Tattoo number 2 I got on November 20th of 2012. Hopefully I will not cry. Hopefully I will not cry. So my brother actually was sort of an inspiration in a sense for me getting this tattoo. My father had tattoos on his arms. He was going to get the same tattoo as my dad on his arm. And that got me started with wanting to get a tattoo for my dad. We lost my father on November 13th of 2012, and exactly 1 week later I got my tattoo for my dad. My dad and I are diehard Washington Redskins fans. Again, if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know this. And so what I got tattooed was the Washington Redskins Indian head logo with my dad's initials underneath it. Once I knew what I wanted, it was like, I want to get it done. I want to get it done now. And so James and I went to this tattoo parlor, and we kind of asked around different places, getting pricing. And this tattoo parlor, we just popped in, and he was like, "You want to do it now?" And I'm like, "What?" Like, no, I have to mentally prepare myself. And I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to check more places?" You know, and because James is paying for it as a Christmas gift for me for that year. And he's like, "No, we're good. You can get it done now. Let's go. We got time." And I'm like, oh my God. So I got this tattoo on my lower left leg near my ankle bone. And let me tell you something. That was probably the most painful tattoo. Most of it, I mean, it hurt. It hurt a lot. But the feather comes down like almost to the top of my ankle bone. And when he was doing that part, I thought I was gonna die. Like, it was so painful. But the guy that did it was so freaking hilarious. I'm 4'9". We've discussed Turner syndrome just a few minutes ago, and I'm 4'9". That's part of Turner syndrome, is being short. And he was making cracks about, like, my, you know, family living in trees and baking cookies, being an elf, and all of this and all of that, and just kind of cracking jokes and stuff like that. James is holding my hand. I almost broke his hand because it hurt so bad a couple of times. Like, it was the most painful of all of my tattoos. But I got through it, and I never once regretted that tattoo. I never once had that kind of like weird couple of days of remorse or anything for that tattoo at all. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And so obviously that tattoo is for my dad. So the third and final tattoo is this one. And that is Mr. Freddie Mercury there on my arm. This is the Hot Space album cover, had stencils of all of the members, and I had seen some people with this tattoo and thought it was super cool, so I got Mr. Mercury on my arm. I might go back and get like all the members stencils done at some point, but I wanted Freddie first because Freddie is my heart. I love Freddie Mercury and I love Queen, and again, they're my favorite band, so I wanted something to commemorate that. I was going to get his crown tattooed on me, and I thought about how much pain that would be and how expensive it would be, and then the fact that it's a crown, and people, even people who know Queen or whatever, may not look at it and immediately be like, oh, that's Freddie Mercury's crown. So I wanted something that was definitely Queen, definitely Freddie Mercury. So that's why I chose the stencil. And my friend Christy that I worked with at my old job, her daughter Hannah actually was the one who did this for me, because Hannah is a tattoo artist. So I went to Hannah at the shop she was working at before Hurricane Michael destroyed it, and she did this tattoo, and this one barely hurt at all. There were some points. I mean, it's a tattoo. Like Hannah said, I'm ripping your skin open with a needle. So it was, you know, there was a little bit of pain, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. This is by far the easiest, fastest tattoo of the three. And I love it. Again, did not have any of that remorse for it at all. What's great about my job now is that I don't have to hide it. I can have, you know, I can have tattoos showing. My old job, I had to cover him, or at least wear sleeves long enough to cover him. But at my current job now, I don't have to hide him. So I'll have my shirt, you know, short sleeve shirt or shirt rolled up here, and almost daily I get, you know, is that Freddie Mercury on your arm, or who is that on your arm? Followed by, you're too young to know who Queen is. And I'm like, I'll be 44 in May, okay? No, I'm not too young to know who Freddie Mercury is. That is the story of my tattoos. I do have some other tattoo ideas in mind. Ink fever is real, y'all. And so if you would like me to do a video kind of as a follow-up to this one on what tattoos I am wanting to get, I will be glad to do that for you. Just let me know in the comment box below. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.